Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel for the third time. You guys wouldn't know, but this is my third time filming this video. The first time I filmed it, I filmed it as a get ready with me style, and I didn't like how it came out. My hair looked a mess because I couldn't really see. Scrapped it, just filmed it, 21 minutes of footage. It was blurry. I was out of focus the whole time. So we're gonna try again for the third time. Hopefully the third time is a charm. And I lost my daylight, but we're gonna keep going. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about my first trimester experience, symptoms, body changes, cravings, aversions, all that jazz. So if you guys are interested in hearing about my first trimester experience, then please keep watching. So I have all my notes right here. The date is December 28th because I documented everything going on with my first trimester, and if I had any changes, I would update it. I'm now into my second trimester. I'm 5.5 months, and I wanted to get this video up earlier for you guys, but I didn't have an iPad at the time. So we're doing it now, and I'm super excited. So I first found out I was pregnant when I was 4 weeks and 5 days, but then I went for my 11-week ultrasound, a special ultrasound that they have to do to make sure that the baby is in the right position, and they test the thickness of the neck and everything like that. And then we got the results back, and I was actually a little further along than they expected. I was 4 days ahead. My due date went from July 29th to July 25th, so they were just off by a few days because they calculate from your last period. So yeah, I was a little further than they expected, so I was like, holy crap. But it's not like they were off by like 2 weeks and everything like that. You know, they had it pretty accurate, just changed by a few days. So I'm still having a summer baby. She's still gonna be a Leo. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys would have saw my gender reveal video. It was so exciting. It was such a special day. We had our families together. We kind of knew that it was a girl just because at first we were expecting a boy. We were like, oh, hopefully it's a boy, you know, hoping for a boy. Then my boyfriend started looking at old wives' tales, and I was like, it's a girl. We're having a girl. I literally was just checking off everything on the list. I don't remember them all. I remember one being craving sweets, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the girl. So we had looked it up, and I was like, yeah, literally check, like everything on the girl side was just hitting the mark, and I was like, we're having a girl. So when we opened the bag and saw the balloons come out, it was more like a relief, like, okay, we were right, it's a girl. Well, I was right. It's a girl. So my symptoms for my pregnancy, at first I feel like I was kind of in denial. The symptoms of the beginning of pregnancy are very similar to your period. So I had the cramping. I had such bad cramping. It felt worse than period cramps because it was more, you know, my uterus was expanding, so it was very painful. But I had the cramping, I had the fatigue, a little nausea the first few days, and then I missed my period, and I'm never late with my period. Even if I'm super stressed and life is crazy, Mother Nature will bless me with having my period 2 times in a month instead of just 1. So I never miss my period. It's been like that since I was like 18. If I'm stressed or anything, I just get my period 2 times in 1 month. So when I missed it, I was like, okay, maybe I threw it off because I'm stressed. Second day didn't come. I was getting nervous. Third day it wasn't here. I was like, fuck, I'm pregnant. And I was like, then felt like I was kind of in denial because I didn't want to believe that I was pregnant. So I was like, maybe I'm getting the flu. I'm super achy. I feel kind of warm. My temperature was normal, but I was like, okay, maybe it's the flu. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then 5 days had passed. I missed my period. So I wanted to take a pregnancy test, and my sister was like, no, it's too early. I was like, I'm pregnant. I know I am. So I took the first response and then another one that's supposed to give you like the most accurate results, and they were both positive. So I was like, I knew it. And it made sense because I was so tired, guys. Like, it didn't even make sense. I could sleep until 5, 6 o'clock, sometimes even 7 o'clock. And my boyfriend was like, what is going on with you? We would be off and we'd get up, have breakfast at 11 or 12 o'clock. Then I could just fall back asleep for 7, 8 hours. He'd just be playing his game and I'm passed out on the bed. Like, I was so tired, and the cramping just was so bad. Just because you got to make room for the baby and everything's expanding. But it was just, first trimester was rough. The first, from week finding out. So I guess like week 3, because I found out week 4, but week 3 when you're getting hit with the symptoms to week 10. I literally was just going through it and I was just so miserable and it was so rough. I had morning sickness, which I don't know why it's called morning sickness, because it can hit you literally any point, any time of the day, and I mainly had it middle of the day and at night. Like I would wake up or I would go to the bathroom and come back and couldn't sleep because I was so nauseous, and wake up nauseous. So, and I only threw up 2 times throughout my whole first trimester. It was 2 to 3 times I threw up. I was just nauseous all the time, and when you are nauseous all day every day, you're just gonna want to throw up. Especially, that's just how it felt for me. I was like, I just want to throw up. I want to get rid of this feeling of being nauseous. You know, it sucks when you're nauseous, but at least you can relieve yourself of the nausea feeling. But I would just be nauseous, and it was a lot. And I was like, how am I gonna make it through the rest of the trimester? But my doctors and my sister, my mom, they just kept reassuring me that, you know, it's gonna get better. Just gotta make it through the first trimester. Second and third, it's smooth sailing. Well, not that smooth, but we'll talk about that when it's time. But yeah, it was a lot. Those were definitely the hardest things for me. The cramping, which I had up until about 7 weeks, I want to say, and then the nausea I had all of my first trimester. Literally right up to the end of my first trimester, I was nauseous all the time. It was horrible. As far as the body changes, I didn't have a lot of significant changes. I did have swelling of the feet, and I feel like that was just because I worked in a restaurant. I was a hostess. I was on my feet for 5 to 6 hours, constantly walking back and forth, because now I don't have it, especially now that I sit, because I do facials all day. But I feel like that played a part, and not having the best support of flats on, so that could have played a role. And then also my boobs grew a cup and a half. They're still growing huge. My back was hurting. That was a huge body change, and I was like, oh my gosh, already. And then also my stomach, I had a little change in my stomach. You could notice around week 8 to 10, my mom could notice, like, oh, you're starting to pudge a little bit. Pudging. I'm like, I'm not fat, it's a baby. Let's not use pudging. But you can see my stomach was starting to poke. And then around 12 to 13 weeks, you know, family members could tell, like, if you know me, you know, you're used to seeing my body, you could say like, oh, you're starting to get a little something. My doctor told me I wouldn't really start to have my belly pop until I was like 18 to 20 weeks, because it's my first baby. My body hasn't stretched out before, where women who have had children before, they start to show a lot earlier because their body has stretched out, everything has made room for it. And I was like, interesting. You would think it'd be the other way around, because my body hasn't stretched out before, so I thought I'd be showing a lot more and earlier. But I'm happy with my little belly. It's growing every day. Had a lot of cravings and aversions. My 3 aversions were the things that I ate all the time before I got pregnant. Like, I loved ice cream. I could have ice cream every day. I'd be going down to my boyfriend's between July and September, and I'd be like, okay, I'm stopping to get ice cream. Do you want some? Because it's all I would want to eat. And then I didn't want anymore. And I didn't, at first I was like, that's weird. I don't want sushi. I don't want ice cream. Like, what's going on? And then I found out that I was pregnant. I was like, okay, that's one of my aversions. And then also, I didn't want cereal. When I started my new job in April all the way up to October, I would have cereal every day. I worked 4 days a week, so every morning I would have cereal. I'd bring my mug, my cereal, coconut milk, and I would have cereal. I loved it. Life cereal, Cheerios, Frosted Flakes. I would have cereal. I'm a huge cereal fan. Didn't want it at all. I remember we had to throw away 2 boxes because they ended up going stale, because I was like, I cannot stomach cereal. The thought of it is making me want to throw up right now. I had to throw out my coconut milk, which coconut milk doesn't spoil because there's no dairy in it, but it was sitting for too long. I was like, I don't want to use it in my mashed potatoes or anything. So I didn't want cereal. Then I had like a taste for it around like 10 weeks, like towards the end of my first trimester, but then it stopped. Like, I only had it 4 times and I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. And then I also didn't want vegetables, and I have an app called What to Expect, great pregnancy app, and it tells you week by week what to expect, how big your baby is and everything, and changes to expect. And vegetables being an aversion was one of the main ones. And my food cravings were definitely all over the place. I always loved chicken parm, so I didn't even want the pasta with it. I don't even like spaghetti noodles anyway. I like linguine noodles or bow ties, but I would just want like 2 breasts of the chicken parm with cheese and sauce, and I'd be good to go. It's like all I wanted. I just love chicken parm, and that's would hit the spot and satisfy me. And also, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that when I did my video of going dairy free for 30 days and showing the change in my skin, I was also going meatless at the time. But I really wanted beef. I was craving beef a lot. I remember I was coming home from work one night and I called my boyfriend. I was like, can you go get me a cheesesteak? Like, I really want a cheesesteak that I'm not going to make it the pizzeria by the time I get back to town. Can you please get me a cheesesteak? And I had it with hot peppers and it was just so good. But also because I hadn't had beef in a while, I'd feel so sick after eating it. But it was so good at the time. I was like, it's worth it. And just some burgers I wanted. I remember door dashing a burger. I kind of cut back on it and I have turkey meat now and just lean meat. But I really wanted beef. It would hit the spot. I also would want soup. I just wanted warm food. I don't know if it was because my first trimester was right in the middle of winter, December and January, but I just wanted tomato soup and crackers and cheese, and I really just wanted chicken and dumplings. Oh, so good. I just wanted that warm feeling, just the warmth of everything. So definitely wanted a lot of soup, toast. Love toast, especially because I would be so nauseous and wouldn't sleep that good that I just wanted something light in the morning. Just 2 pieces of toast with cream cheese and I'd be good to go, and it was so good. I also really wanted fries a lot. I love potatoes in any form, mashed, baked, skillet, but I really just wanted McDonald's fries. I think McDonald's has the best fries ever, and that's all I wanted was just fries. I would be fine with just a medium fry and then eat later, but I just wanted fries all the time. And as far as snacks would go, I could kill a box of fruit roll-ups in like 2 days. The main fruit roll-ups I wanted were the strawberry flavored ones and the yellow and green ones. Those are the best ones ever. And that's all I wanted. I could eat like 3 at night after dinner. I could eat 3, and I had to like really cut back and limit myself because it's like, I don't want another cavity. I went 19 years without having cavities, and then I had my first one and I was like, I don't want any more. But it was just so good. I also wanted peaches a lot, which I'm so happy because I love peaches. But between my taste buds changing so much being pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna want peaches anymore. I still do love them with eggs in the morning with breakfast, or just as a little midnight snack if I don't want to snack too much now because I'm trying to be careful. I will have peaches, so I'm happy I still love peaches. And I also wanted citrus. I wanted orange juice and oranges. I could just eat like 3 oranges a day, 2 in the morning and then 1 at night, like 2 with breakfast. They were just so good. It's just all I wanted. I still kind of have that taste in my second trimester, but we'll talk about that later. But it was so prominent in my first trimester. It was ridiculous. I just wanted orange juice. And then another drink I wanted all the time was Coke. And it was so weird because I was a Pepsi girl. I was like, oh, Pepsi over Coke. Coke is gross. Pepsi's the best. Cherry Pepsi. And then I got pregnant and I switched to Coke. And like, Pepsi's disgusting to me. It doesn't even taste strong now. Like, we didn't have any Coke, so I had a Pepsi because that's all we had. And I was like, this is disgusting. I didn't even drink the Pepsi. I was like, this is gross. Like, I just want Coke. That was my favorite thing. And I had to limit myself. Well, everyone did the limiting for me because of the caffeine. You can't have a lot when you're pregnant. But I just wanted Coke, and it's just so good. It still hits the spot. Ginger ale is my favorite too, but just Coke and orange juice. And I didn't like water anymore, and I would drink like 6 to 8 cups of water a day with no problem. I love water. There's no taste of water, so like, how can you not like it? But I did not want water. I would have to force myself to drink at least 4 to 5 cups a day, and I was like, this is so gross. I just want orange juice, but I don't know what it is. Even now, it's hard to drink water, but it's a lot easier than it was in my first trimester. I just didn't want it. So for my first trimester, I ended up gaining 11 pounds, and it was a lot, which I was surprised because I was nauseous half the time. But when I did eat, I could only eat small portions or I'd feel sick, but I would snack at night, especially getting off late. So I'd eat my dinner at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and that's a heavy meal right before you go lay down. And then of course I'm like, well, I gotta have a snack. I just had dinner. So now I'm on a better schedule, new job and everything, but that is 11 pounds. And I thought I would gain more like throughout my second and third trimester because I was like, oh, I don't have an appetite, so there's no way I'm gonna gain weight. But I went for my 12-week visit and I was like, okay. I think because I had such cravings for the beef, the heavy food, and it was really snacky with all the fruit roll-ups and going through so many at a time, and had to limit myself. But that probably played a role. Alright guys, so that is going to wrap up this video of my first trimester symptoms, experience, body changes, cravings, aversions, all that. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about my first trimester experience. If you guys want to hear about my second and third, make sure to comment down below and I will definitely film that for you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.